Okay, with that Shabda Rupas and Dhatu Rupas that we have learned, and let us now go into this lesson, Dvadashaha Pathaha, BaalakaH DhruvaH. So the 12th lesson of our textbook, Dvitiya textbook. The name of the lesson is BaalakaH DhruvaH. BaalakaH DhruvaH, BaalakaH DhruvaH. Here there is a Visarga Sandhi, and hence it is BaalakaH DhruvaH, BaalakaH DhruvaH. So we are learning about the boy Dhruva, how he, what he did, and how he became to be known as the Dhruva. Okay, let us try to start reading this and understand this. Jyotilakshmi Bhagini, can you please read the sentences?
Namaste Mahodaya. द्वादशः पाठः बालको ध्रुवः. पुरा उत्तानपादो नाम नृपः आसीत्. तस्य द्वे भार्ये आस्ताम्, सुनीतिः सुरुचिः च. तयोः सुरुचिः नृपस्य प्रियतरा. सुनीतेः सूनुः ध्रुवः सुरुचेस्तु उत्तमः.
Uttamam. Priya Bhagini, please join the discussion. And Nataraj Mahodaya, please join the discussion. Astu. Let us now read the sentences and then understand the meanings of these. Pura is an avyaya, that means say long ago, once upon a time. Uttanapado nama, Uttanapadaha. Okay, whenever we split it, it becomes Uttanapadaha. Prathama Vibhaktihi Ekavachanam. Very good. Uttanapado nama Nripaha Asit. Nripaha nama Raja, Maharajaha. You can use any of these. Asit. Nripaha is again Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. The name of the king was Uttanapadaha. Asit. Which lakara?
Lang lakara.
Lang lakara. Very good. Lankaka. Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Uttanapadaha iti Nripaha Asit. Uttanapado nama Nripaha Asit. There lived a king by name Uttanapada once upon a time. Okay. Tasya nama Uttanapadasya. So of Uttanapada, Tasya Shashti Vibhaktihi Ekavachanam. Dve bharye astam. Dve is here it is being used with respect to the bharya shabda, which is akaranta strilinga shabda, and hence this is a strilinga. Dvivachanam. Yes. So if it is pullinga, in case it would have been dvau. Okay. Ramasya dvau putrau staha. Okay. So that be different. So now even if it is napumsakalinga, it would have been dve only. Dve phale, etc. So dve bharye is again prathama vibhaktihi dvivachanam. Okay. Astam.
Lang lakara dvivachanam.
Lang lakaraha dvivachanam. Okay. Asit astam asam. Okay. Tesham nama kim? Tayoho bharyayoho nama sunitihi suruchihi. Both of these words are in Prathama Vibhakti, and these are ikarantaha strilingaha, similar to mati shabdaha. Matihi mati matayaha, sunitihi suruchihi. Both of these are similar to that. Tayoho of the two. Okay, tayoho of the two. That is, this is here is Shashti Vibhaktihi Dvivachanam.
Shashti Vibhaktihi Dvivachanam.
Tayoho nama suniti suruchi. Etayoho suruchihi drupasya priyatara asit. There is no kriya padam here. We can assume that it is asit. Drupasya nama Uttanapadasya suruchihi priyatara. So of the two wives of Uttanapada, Suruchi was more beloved to the king. Okay, priyatara. So this tara is used to compare. Okay, whenever there are two degrees, one is comparative degree and superlative degree. In English also we say cool, cooler, and coolest, or something like that. Or in the same way, tara and tama. So these are the two words, tara and tama, that can be used whenever we are referring to or comparing to two people. So since there are only two wives, here the comparative degree is sufficient. So suruchihi priyatara. Again, this can be based on the linga. So since suruchi is strilinga, priyatara is also a strilinga. Suppose say we were referring to two boys. and we have to tell one is more favorite or something like that. Priyataraha. And if it was a book or something, an apumsakalinga shabda, then it would have become Priyataram. Okay, so that's how this word will change. And if there are more, not just two but more, in such case, okay, what will happen? It will become Tama. Instead of Tara, it will become Tama. For example, Dasharathasya Dasharathasya Priyatamaha Putraha Ramaha. Okay, if I want to say the most favorite son of Dasharatha is Rama, then Priyatamaha. Okay, that's how it will be. Hope you're able to understand what is the meaning of Tara and Tama. Whenever we use Tara, it is comparing between two. Tama will become for among all, more than two or basically more than three. Okay. So this again in Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam, Suruchihi is Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam. It's an adjective to Suruchi. Priyatara asti. Suruchihi Priyatara asti Nripasya. Okay. Sunitehe Sunu DhruvaH Suruchehe tu Uttamaha. So now they're introducing the offsprings. So Sunitehe Shashti Bhaktihi
षष्ठी विभक्तिः एकवचनं.
Very good. Similarly, Suruchehe is also Shashti Bhakti Ekavachanam. Here there's a Sandhi. Suruchehe tu. Basically, it's a Visarga Sandhi. Sunuhu. Sunuhu nama Kumaraha, Putraha, Atmajaha. Any of these words we can use. Is Dhruva. Dhruva is the son of Suniti. And Uttama, son of Suruchi. So these are the names of the two kids of Uttana Pada. Hope all these words are clear. We shall proceed further. Dhanyavadaha.
But I have a question.
Dhanyavadaha.
Yes, Priya.
What is the antam for the nripaha?
Nripa is Akarantaha Pullingaha.
Akaranta pullinga.
Yes. Nripaha is Akarantaha Pullingaha. Nripaha, Nripo, Nripaha. That's why you get this Nripasya, all these forms in the same way. Okay. Dhanyavadaha. Priya Bhagini, you can read the next set of sentences.
एकदा उत्तानपादः उत्तमम् अंके निधाय लालयन् आसीत् तस्य समीपे सुरुचिः अपि स्थिता आसीत् यदृच्छया तत्रागतः ध्रुवोऽपि पितुः अंकम् आरोढुम् ऐच्छत् परन्तु सुरुचिः तं न्यवारयत्.
Very good. Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha, Priya Bhagini. Well read. Okay, Nataj Mahodaya, please participate in discussion. I shall add one or two more students. Bhatri Bhagini, please join the discussion. Sainis Bhagini, please join the discussion. Okay. Ekada Uttana Padaha Uttamam Anke Nidhaya Lalayan Asit. The Kriya Padam is Asit. Is again it's in Langlakara Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Ekada again once. This again it's in Avyaya. Uttana Padaha Saha Raja Uttamam Anke Nidhaya. Uttamam Nama Suruchehe Putram. Suruchehe Putram. Dvitiya Bhaktihi Ekavachanam. Anke. Can you identify the Vibhakti and Vachana?
Saptami
Vachana.
No, this is Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Anke. Ankaha is basically the lap. Anke Nidhaya, on the lap or in the lap. Any of these is fine. Nidhaya. Nidhaya, having seated him, having kept the kid on his lap. That is the meaning of this Nidhaya. Nidhaya, we know that it is a Lyabanta Vyayam. Okay. Similarly, Lalayan is also a Kridanta Shabda, which is Shatra Pratyaya, which is present continuous. Lalayan is he is showering affection on him. Okay. He was playing with this kid and he was affectionate towards Uttama. Okay, that is the meaning of this first sentence. Tasya samipe suruchihi api sthita asit. Tasya samipe. Tasya nama uttana padasya samipe. So Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam, that's samipe. Tasya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Suruchihi api. Suruchihi Prathama Vibhakti sthita asit. Sthita is also an avyaya, sorry, not an avyaya, Kshimeta. It's also a Kridanta Shabda. Sthitaha, sthita, sthitam. So this is Bhutakala Artha Shabda. Okay. Sthita means she was stationed, she was standing near Uttana Pada only. So this again as Asit is Langlakara Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Now, Yadrichaya tatragatah dhruvopi pituh ankam arodhum aichat. Yadrichaya. The word yadricha means it just happened by an accident, or it happened by chance. That is the meaning of yadricha. That it was not an intentional one. That is the meaning of yadricha. So just that the Dhruva came in, okay, came in, and he saw that. Saw Uttama was playing on his father's lap. So even he wanted to come climb up his father's lap and play. So yadricha means it is by chance, by an accident, etc. So there is no intention of coming in. Okay? So yadrichaya tatragatah. Just he was going somewhere and he just came in. That is the meaning of this word yadricha. Usually this yadricha is used in the instrumental case, which is the Tritiya Vibhakti. Yadrichaya tatragatah. So by chance he came here or something like that. Tatragatah. Any sandhi here?
Tatra plus Savana Dirgha Sandhi.
Very good. Tatra agatah Savana Dirgha Sandhi. Yadrichaya is Tritiya Vibhakti ekvachanam. Kshimyata, I didn't mention it. Okay. Dhruvopi. Any sandhi?
Ma plus Api Purarupa Sandhi.
Dhruvo api Purarupa sandhi. But also it is a Visarga sandhi. DhruvaH api. Okay. If you want to. Yes. So DhruvaH api. DhruvaH Prathama Bhakti ekvachanam. Tatra agatah. Tatra agatah DhruvaH. Agatah will act as an adjective to Dhruva because Dhruva who came there. That is the meaning of this clause. And then Pituhu ankam. Pituhu Vibhakti.
Shashti ekvachanam.
Very good. Shashti Vibhakti ekavachanam. This is Rikarantah Pullinga Shabdah. Ankam is Dvitiya Bhakti ekavachanam. Arodhum. What kind of a word is this?
Tumun Pratyaya.
Very good. Tumun Pratyaya Arodhum. This is an Kridanta Vyayam. Aichat.
Langlakaraha Prathama Purushaha Ekavachanam.
Very good. Langlakaraha Prathama Purushaha ekavachanam. Ichchati. Of the dhatu ichchati. Aichat is the Langlakara Rupa. Very good. So by chance, Dhruva who came there also wanted to climb his father's lap. Okay, that is the meaning of this sentence. Suruchihi tam nyavarayat. But Suruchi was standing there only, and she will stop him from doing that, or she will prohibit him from climbing his father's lap. Suruchihi tam nama dhruvam. Dvitiya bhakti ekavachanam. Tam dhruvam nyavarayat. She will prohibit, or she will stop him from going near his father. Okay. Nyavarayat is again Langlakaraha Prathama Purusha ekavachanam. Suruchihi nyavarayat.
Ni plus Avarayat.
Yes, correct. Ni upasarga sahita varayati. That is the dhatu of that avarayat. So nyavarayat. That's how it will become. Okay. Uttamam. So hope all these sentences are clear. Dhanyavadaha Nataraj Mohodaya. Dhate Bhagini, the next sentences.
Sa Sagarvam Avadat Kumara Tvam Mama Putraha Nasi Mama Putraha Eva Nrupatehe Ankam Arodhum Arhati Yadi Tvam Api Nrupatehe Ankam Abhilashasi Bhavini Janmani Mama Putraha Bhavetum Yatasva Iti Tada Karna Dhruvaha Nitaram Dukkitaha Abhavat.
Uttamam. I shall add Krishnamurti Mohodaya for our discussion. Sa Sagarvam Abadat. Sa Nama Suruchihi Sagarvam. Garvena Sakam. Garvena Saha. With pride. Okay. With arrogance. You can take it in either way. She spoke in this manner. What did she say? Avadat. Avadat is Langlakaraha Prathama Purusha ekavachanam. Okay.
Kumara Tvam Mama Putraha Nasi.
Kumara.
Kumara.
With which vibhakti? Kumara.
Kumara will be Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti.
Very good. Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti ekavachanam. Hey Kumara, Tvam Mama Putraha Nasi. Any sandhi here?
Na plus Asi. Savana
Very good.
Dirgha.
Na plus Asi. Savana Dirgha Sandhi. So Asi. Asi is Madhyama Purusha ekavachanam. Okay.
Langlakara.
Yes. It's not langlakara. It is letlakara. Asti stha santi. Asi stha stha. Right. So it's not.
It it not, it should be past tense. You are not my son. Is it, you were not, you were, that one. Should it be past?
It's just that she said that, hey Kumara, oh son,
Okay.
Dhruva,
Okay.
you are not my son. That's it. You are
Okay.
not. So
Okay.
Asi is this langlaka, sorry, letlakara. Okay. Next. So Tvam Mama Putra. So Tvam is Dvitiya Bhakti. Sorry, Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam, and then Mama.
Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Yes. Tvam Mama Putraha Nasi. Mama Putraha Eva Nripatehe Ankam Arodhum Arhati. Arhati is a Kriyapadam. Is again, it's in Latlakara, Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Mama Putraha Arhati. That's the meaning, that's the base sentence. Kibartham Arhati, if you ask a question, Nripatehe Ankam Arodhum. Nripatehe. Nripatehe, here, Nripati is the Shabda, not Nripa. Nripa and Nripati, both of these mean the same. That is to say, the king. Nripatihi is Ikarantaha Pullinga Shabdaha, Kavi Shabdaha. So Nripatehe is Shashti Bhaktihi Ekavachanam. Ankam Arodhum, Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Arodhum is again similar to the previous word that we saw. It is a Lyapanta Apyayam. Arodhum Arhati. Only my son is eligible to sit on the king's lap. Okay, that is the meaning of this sentence. Yadi Tvamapi, even in case you would like to climb up, or you would like to sit on the king's lap, then what you should do? That's what she's saying in the next sentence. Yadi Tvam api Nripatehe Ankam Abhilashasi. If at all you would like to sit on the king's lap, okay, that is the meaning. Abhilashasi is which Purusha and Vachana?
Little kara, future tense.
Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam.
Abhilashasi, it's little kara.
Is it litlakaraha?
Oh, this is Madhya Purusha Ekavachanam. Madhya Purusha
Ekavachanam, that is right. It is latlakaraha only. Abhilashati, abhilashataha, abhilashanti. Okay. So that's how the forms will be. Okay. Bhavini Janmani Mama Putraha Bhavitum Yatasva. Okay. In case you would like to climb, Nripatehe is again Shashti Bhakti Ekavachanam. Nripatehe Ankam Abhilashasi. Bhavini Janmani Mama Putraha Bhavitum Yatasva. In the upcoming Janma, okay, Bhavini Janmani. Bhavi is something that we use in future. That means to say, Bhavini Janmani. In the next birth, in the next Janma, try to become my son. That is what Suruchi is telling to Dhruva. Mama Putraha Bhavitum. Bhavitum is again Tumunnanta Vyayam. Yatasva. Yatasva, can you identify the Purusha and Vachana?
Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam.
Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam, very good. Which Lakara?
Lot Lakara.
Lot Lakara, very good. So Labhasva, similar to Labhasva, Yatasva is Lot Lakara, Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Tvam Yatasva. So you try to become my son. Iti. So this is what she says. Okay. Tadakaranya. Tat Akaranya. Akaranya is again a Lyabanta Vyayam. Okay. A Upasarga Sahita Karana Dhatu. Okay. Lyabanta Vyayam. Akaranya. Having heard that, DhruvaH Nitaram Dukhitaha Abhavat, was very much in grief, was very much sad. Okay. Abhavat is Langlakara Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Hope all these sentences are clear. The summary of this paragraph is that she says very proudly that, okay, you are not my son at all, with arrogance, not just pride, it is also arrogance. And then only my son has the eligibility to sit on the king's lap. Okay, and in case you want to sit on king's lap, then that means say you in the next Janma, at least you try to become my son. So after having heard this, the Balaka, the Dhruva, was very much in grief, and he became very sad. So let us see what happens next. Dhanyavadaha Dhatri Bhagini. Sainis Bhagini, please read the next sentences.
Which one? असौ रुदन् मातुः सुनीतेः समीपम् अगच्छत् सर्वं च तं वृत्तान्तं मातरम् अकथयत् पुत्रस्य वचनं श्रुत्वा सा दीर्घं निश्वास्या वदत् वत्स अप्रियमपि सत्यं वदति तव विमाता भक्तवत्सलं भगवन्तं सेवस्व तथा त्वम् अभीष्टं लप्स्यसे इति.
Uttam, Dhanyavadaha Sainis Bhagini. Advait Ashok, please join the discussion. Rajamatangi Venkat Bhagini, please join the discussion. Okay. Asau Rudan Matuhu Sunitehe Samipam Agachata. So now, that's the tendency. Whenever something bad happens or whenever the kids feel sad, they go to their mothers. So Asau Eshaha BaalakaH DhruvaH Asau DhruvaH Rudan is basically crying. Okay, it's present continuous. Rudan is basically present continuous, similar to Gachan or similar to the other word that we saw in the previous one, Lalayan. Okay, these are all the present continuous. These are all a class of Rudantas which are based on Shatru Pratyaya. Okay, just know that is sufficient. So crying, he goes to Suniti. Sunitehe Samipam Agachat. Matuhu Sunitehe. Vibhakti here, Matuhu Sunitehe.
Shashti Vibhakti.
Very good. Shashti Vibhakti hi Ekavachanam. Both of these are Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Agachat. Samipam Agachat. Agachat is Langlakara Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Okay. DhruvaH Agachat. Sarvam cha tam vrittantam mataram akathayat. Sarvam cha tam vrittantam. Sarvam. He narrated everything or whatever happened to Suniti. Okay. So I went to the place where father was sitting, and he was showing affection towards my brother Uttama, and I also wanted to climb up his lap, and like this what Suruchi said, and I'm really sad about it. So he told everything, all this scene, whatever had happened, all this episode he narrated. So sarvam cha tam vrittantam mataram akathayat. Sarvam tam vrittantam. Okay. So all these are in Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. So these are all the objects of this kriya. Okay. Vrittantam. Mataram akathayat. Mataram is also in Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Mataram akathayat is Langlakara Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. DhruvaH akathayat. Okay. Next, Putrasya Vachanam Shutva. Dhruvasya Putrasya Nama Atra Dhruvasya Vachanam Shutva. Vachanam is Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Shutva. What kind of word is Shutva?
Tva Pratyaya.
Very good. Tva Pratyantam. It's an Avyaya, Kridantavayam. Sa Nama Sunitihi Dirgham Nishwasya Avadat. Any sandhi here?
Nishwas plus Avadat.
Nishwasya Avadat. Okay. Nishwasya Avadat. Here also, Nishwasya is also a Lebantavayam. Nishwasya. Having sighed. Okay, that's what it means. Avadat. So she said, it's again Langlakara Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. He Vatsa. Apriyam api satyam varati tava vimata. Even though it is not pleasant, even though it is not good to hear, apriyam api satyam varati. Here Vatsa is Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti. Apriyam api satyam varati. There's one saying, satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat, satyam apriyam. Okay, there is one subhashitam that says that. Tathacha na andratam bruyat, esha dharma sanatanaha. That is the full subhashitam. So always, we should speak always the truth. And also, in that, we should be speaking about what is good. Okay, only that we should speak. Apriyam satyam na vaktavyam iti tatra uktihi asti. So, it doesn't mean that we should lie. We should tell something which is not truth also. So, tathacha na andratam bruyat. So, not that you should speak lie. So, that is very difficult to speak. That is the meaning of this subhashitam. So, apriyam api satyam vadati. Even though it is kind of unpleasant, she speaks the truth. That's what Suniti is telling and trying to console this Dhruva. Vadati tava vimata. Vadati is again latlakara prathama purusha ekavachanam. Satyam vadati. Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam. Apriyam api satyam vadati. Apriyam api satyam. Api is used to say that even though it is unpleasant, she speaks the truth. Okay. Tava vimata.
That is Sandhi. There is a Sandhi there, Mahoday.
No, there's no sandhi. Apriyam api. It is just a gunitaksharam. There's no sandhi here. Okay. Tava is Shashti Bhakti Ekavachanam. Vimata. Vimata means the stepmother. Okay. So this is the meaning of Vimata. It's this also Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Tava Vimata Satyam Vadati. Apriyam api Satyam Vadati. Bhakta Vatsalam. Then she again continues speaking to Dhruva and says, Bhakta Vatsalam Bhagavantam Sevasva. Do serve or do worship that Bhakta Vatsala Bhagavanta, the God who always loves his devotees. So don't worry that you did not get the love of your father or a love from your Vimata, your stepmother, who is Suruchi. You should worship God who will always love everyone, all his devotees. So that's the meaning of this sentence. Bhakta Vatsalam Bhagavantam. So Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Both these words are in Dvitiya Bhakti. Sevasva. Can you identify?
Madhyama Purusha.
Very good. Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam.
Yes. So Tvam Sevasva. Okay, that is what it is. Tataha Tvam Abhishtam Lapsyase. Then or from him. Okay, both of these we can make the meaning of this word Tataha. Tataha is an avyayam. Tvam Abhishtam Lapsyase. Lapsyase is Litlakara, the word that we learned today. Labadhatuhu Litlakaraha Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam.
Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam.
So because this entire thing is being said to Dhruva in a direct sense by Suniti. Suniti says, you will get whatever you desire when you serve or when you worship the Bhakta Vatsala Bhagavanta. Abhishtam Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Tvam is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Iti. So thus she said so. Okay, hope all these sentences are clear. We shall go to the next set of sentences. Just to summarize, Dhruva comes crying to his mother Suniti. Suniti tries to console him, and she says, okay, so don't worry, even though your mother, your stepmother says something unpleasant, it is true only. So now what you should do, you should go and you should worship the Bhagavanta, the Supreme God, and he will definitely give you whatever you desire. So that is the meaning of these sentences. Rajamatangi Bhagini, please read the next sentences.
Amba Bhagavantam Sevishye Abhishtam cha tasmat lapsye ityuktva Dhruvaha matuhu charanayoh apatat. Sa tamashisha samatoshayat tatah dridam nishchitya panchavarshiyopi ayam BaalakaH tapase vanam agachat.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha Rajamatangi Bhagini. Aruna Bhagini, please join the discussion. Okay, I will add one more. NSL Narasimhan Mahodaya, please join the discussion. Okay. Hey Amba. So Amba is now in Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti. So it is also Akaranta Strilinga Shabda only. Okay, Amba means mother. It is Amba, Ambe, Ambaha, Sita, Site, Sitaha in the same way. Only difference is in the Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti. So in Akaranta Strilinga Shabda that we have learned, what is the Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti?
Site.
Hey Site. Okay.
Site.
Ekara. It ends with A. Okay. Or it becomes Site. But for Amba Shabda, which is Akaranta, it is Amba. So that is the difference in the Shabda. Okay. Please note that. Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti. Bhagavantam Sevishye. Aham Bhagavantam Sevishye. Aham is not there here, but it is understood that I shall worship the Bhagavanta or the Bhagavan. So Bhagavantam is Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Sevishye is Litlakaraha, the Shabda that we learned in today's class. Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam. Okay, Aham Sevishye. Abhishtam cha tasmat lapsye. I shall also get whatever I desire from him. Tasmat Tasmat is, you can take it in two ways. One is from Bhagavanta, or by serving him, by worshipping him, I shall get whatever I like. So both ways you can try to understand this word tasmat. Okay, abhishtam dvitiya bhakti ekavachanam, lapsye, which lakara and purusha and vachana. Aruna Bhagini, Advaita Ashok.
Lutlakaraha.
Very good. Lutlakaraha uttama purushaha ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam.
Yes.
Atmanepadi.
Atmanepadi, that's right. Sevishye and lapsye, both of these are Atmanepadi. Lutlakara uttama purusha ekavachanam. Ityuktva, any sandhi here?
Iti plus uktva.
Which sandhi?
End sandhi.
Very good. Iti plus uktva. Uktva, what kind of a word?
Tvantam.
Tvantam. Very good.
Avyayam.
Yes. DhruvaH matuhu charanayoho apatat. Matuhu shashti vibhaktihi ekavachanam. Charanayoho.
Shashti bahuvachanam.
Is it bahuvachanam?
No. Dvivachanam.
Vivachanam. Yes. Shashti vibhakti. So here it will be saptami bhakti. Charanayoho apatat. At the feet of mother. Okay, mother's feet we can take. Matuhu charanayoho or matuhu shashti bhakti charanayoho, at the feet. So saptami bhakti dvivachanam also we can consider. Saptami and shashti, both of dvivachana forms of this is the same. So charanayoho apatat. Apatat langlakara prathama purusha ekavachanam. Okay. So since we take it at the feet, so we will take it as saptami bhakti dvivachanam here. Okay. Ta, that is Sunitihi, Mata, Tam Ashisha, Tam, here Tam Nama Dhruvam, Ashisha Samatoshayat, Sam Atoshayat. Okay, Sam Upasarga Sahita, Tush Dhatuhu, Langlakaraha. Okay, Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam. It's Langlakara again. Ashisha Samatoshayat. Ashis is here also. Ashisha is Tritiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. So she pleased him by blessing him. That is the meaning of this sentence. Okay. So what does Dhruva say? Oh mother, okay, as you say, I shall go and worship this God Supreme, and I shall get whatever I desire. Ityuktva, having said this, he will go and he will fall at the feet of Suniti for blessings. And then she will also please him by giving him good blessings. Okay, Shubham Bhavatu, let whatever you desire, let you get that. So that's what she will bless him with. Tataha, then Dridham Nishtitya, having make a strong determination. Dridham Nishtitya, having determined strongly. Dridham Nishtitya. Panchavarshiyopi ayam BaalakaH tapasevanam agachat. Panchavarshiyopi, which sandhi?
Purvarupa sandhi.
Purvarupa sandhi. Panchavarshiyaha api. Visarga sandhi is there.
Visarga sandhi.
After that it is Purvarupa sandhi. Panchavarshiyo plus api. Ayam BaalakaH DhruvaH tapase vanam agachat. Tapase. Can you identify which linga vibhakti vachana?
Tapase saptami ekavachana.
No.
Tapasi.
We just learned in today's class. So tapase meaning for tapas. So this is the Chaturthi Vibhakti. Okay. Chaturthi Vibhakti ekavachanam. Okay. Vanam agachat. Langlakaraha pratama purusha ekavachanam. So even though he is just 5 years old, okay, Panchavarshiyaha api. Panchavarshiyaha means who is of the age 5, okay. Even though he is just 5 years old, he went to the forest for doing penance. That is the meaning of this sentence. And that too how? Not just that, okay, I will go and do the penance, but with a strong desire and a strong determination that I will do this penance. So that was his determination. That was his sankalpa. That is the dhruva. Okay. So these are things we can learn from this. We'll proceed further. Dhanyavadaha Aruna Bhagini and Advaita Ashok. Nasimha Mahodaya, please read the next sentences.
Yes, sir. Vanam gachantam imam drishtva devarishihi naradaha aprichat vatsa tvam kutra gacchasi.
Uttamam. Brinda Bhagini, please join the discussion. Okay. Madam, there is one more sentence. Yes, please read this sentence, Brinda Bhagini.
BaalakaH Bhagavan tapase vanam gacchami. Tapasa Bhagavantam toshayitva pitrangam lapsye.
Uttamam. Okay. Let us see that. Vanam gacchantam imam drishtva. Vanam is forest. Gacchantam. So gacchantam imam. So here gacchantam is again present continuous of gacchan shabda. Dvitiya bhakti hi ekavachanam, because it is acting like an adjective to imam. Imam balakam dhruvam. Okay. So devarshihi naradaha vanam gacchantam imam balakam drishtva. Having seen this boy who was going to the forest. So gacchantam is present continuous. Okay, please note that. And this is Dvitiya bhakti hi ekavachanam, similar to imam. Imam balakam. Okay, drishtva. Drishtva is tvanta vyayam. Naradaha aprichat. Narada asks a question. This is Prathama Purusha ekavachanam. Hey Vatsa, tvam kutra gacchasi? Oh boy, where are you going? Okay, where are you going? Tvam kutra gacchasi? Gacchasi is Madhyama Purusha ekavachanam because tvam is there. Okay, for which BaalakaH, that is DhruvaH, will answer, Hey Bhagavan, O God, tapase vanam gacchami. I am going to this Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti. Okay, Hey Bhagavan, tapase vanam gacchami, for doing penance, for the purpose of penance or for the purpose of tapas. This Chaturthi Bhakti ekavachanam. Vanam gacchami. I am going to the forest. This is Uttama Purusha ekavachanam. Gacchami. Aham is not there here. It is understood that aham vanam gacchami. Tapasa, by doing penance, by this tapas, okay, this Tritiya Bhakti ekavachanam. Bhagavantam doshayitva piturankam lapsye. Bhagavantam, Dvitiya Bhakti ekavachanam. By pleasing doshayitva, by pleasing the God, piturankam lapsye. Toshayitva is tvanta vyayam, having pleased the God. Pituhu ankam. There's a sandhi here which is Visarga sandhi. Pituhu ankam. Pituhu is Shashti Bhakti ekavachanam. Ankam Dvitiya Bhakti ekavachanam. Lapsye. I shall obtain my father's lap by pleasing Bhagavan by doing this penance. That is the meaning of this sentence. Hope it is clear. So Devarshihi Naradaha. So in all our Puranas, in any of the story, you see Narada is an inseparable part of any of the narration or any of the story. So whenever Narada is coming, that means to say it is a very important twist or important place that happens in that scene. Okay, so what is the meaning of Narada? Means a person who gives knowledge is Narada. So he is a Devarshi. So any sandhi here? Devarshihi.
Deva Rishihi.
Deva Rishihi. That is correct. Devarshihi. You remember? Yes.
So it is
it is Guna Sandhi. Okay?
Guna Sandhi.
It is Guna Sandhi. Suryodayaha, etc. And similarly Devarshihi. All these are Guna Sandhi examples. Please remember, practice the Sandhis regularly. Okay, Devarshihi Naradaha. So he is always there to give Upadesha. Okay, to give, to guide the real seekers of knowledge. So in the same way here also, he will guide Dhruva, and let us see how he will do it. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Okay, Dhanyavadaha Narasimhan Mahodaya and Brinda Bhagini. Okay, let me call other students who have not got a chance. I request students who have not got a chance to raise your hands so that I can call out your names. Annapurna Bhagini. Can you please read?
Ram. Naradaha Vatsa Katinam Tapaha Charitum Nayam Kalastva Tvam Gruham Gacha Kalastva Tvam Gruham Gacha Viharaihi Manaha Vinodaya उचिते काले तपसा भगवन्तं तोषयितुं यतेथाः.
Very good. Nikunj Mahodaya, please join the discussion, and let me
Namo
call
Namaha Mahoday.
Namaste. And Gayatri Anand. Okay. Now, for that, Dhruva says, okay, I am going to do penance so that I can get my father's lap. That's what he says. So Narada is trying to say, okay, this is not your age. Okay, please go home. That's what he's trying to say. But let us see how strong is Dhruva's determination also. Okay. So now let us see the meaning of these words. Vatsa, O son, Kathinam tapaha charitum nayam kalaha tava. Here, kalaha tava is the sandhi. Visarga sandhi is there. Okay. This is not the time for you to do a very strict penance or with lot of niyamas. Okay. So that is what he says. Kathinam tapaha charitum. Kathinam tapaha. So both of these are Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Charitum is tumunnantavyam. Okay. Charitum, to do. Basically, that is the meaning of that. Nayam kalaha. Na ayam kalaha. Ayam kalaha na. This is not the time. Na ayam. Savarnadika sandhi. This is not the time for you to do this kind of a strict penance. That is what Narada is trying to tell. Tava is Shishti Bhakti Ekavachanam. Okay. Tava ayam kalaha na. Tvam griham gacha. You go to your home. Tvam Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Griham Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Gacha. This is Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Tvam gacha. Okay. So this is again Lot Lakara. He is ordering this boy to go home. Viharaihi manaha vinodaya. Viharaihi. Can you identify the linga vibhakti and vachana?
So 3.3.
Very good. Tritiya vibhakti bahuvachanam. Viharaha. You can take it as viharaha, meaning a leisurely walk or wandering, etc. Any of these can be there.
Mana is 1.1.
Is it 1.1 or is 2.1?
2.1. 2.1.
Okay. It is a karma pada, and hence it is.
Vinodaya is Lot Lakar 2.1.
That's right. Vinodaya is Lot Lakaraha, Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. So here also it is Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Shimedam, here also it is Madhyama Purusha only. Gacha, Vinodaya, etc. is in Lot Lakara. So you please your mind, you entertain your mind by wandering or moving around in this place and then go home. That's what he is trying to say. If you are sad, then you shouldn't go and do the tapas now, and this is not the time for you to do the tapas. Uchite kale tapasa bhagavantam toshayitum yatethaha. Uchite kale. Why is he saying so? Why is this time not good? Or why is he saying so? Because you are a very young boy. You are still 5 years old. So this is not the time to do some of the severe or penance, etc. That's why he's saying Uchite kale means after a few years you come and do tapas. So that is what he's trying to tell. Uchite kale. Both of these words are in Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
7.1.
Yes. Tapasa is Tritiya Vibhakti
3.1.
Yes. Bhagavantam.
2.1.
Very good. Dvitiya Vibhakti
Toshayitum Tumananta Shabda.
Tumananta Shabda. Yes.
Yatethaha Lot Lakar, sir. 2.1.
This is not Lot Lakaraha. Okay. This is Vidhiling Lakara. Okay. He is ordering. You must try to do this tapas at the right time. That is what he is trying to say. Okay. So here it is. It is Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam only. That is correct. But it is Vidhiling Lakara that we haven't learned. Let us not worry about it. Okay. So this is what Narada says. Let us see what happens next. Nikunj Mahodaya, please read the next set of sentences.
Mahoday. BaalakaH विमातुः वचनेन कलुषिते मनसि भवतः उपदेशः पदं न करोति मम निश्चयः दृढः अतः मामनुगृह्य तपो मार्गमुपदिशतु भवान्.
Uttamam. Mam anugrihya. Okay. Gayatri Bhagini, please participate in discussion, and Charu, please join. Now, Vimatuhu Vachanena. Vimatuhu. Which linga vibhakti vachana?
6.1, sir.
Very good. Shashti vibhakti ekavachanam.
Vachanena 3.1.
Yes.
Kalushite 7.1.
7.1.
Very good. Kalushite.
Manasi 7.1.
Very good. So these two always are used in used together. I mean, this like I mean in my mind, which is already polluted or something like that. Okay. By what? By the words of my stepmother. Bhavataha upadeshaha padam na karoti. Bhavataha, which vibhakti?
6.1, sir.
Okay, very good.
1.1 Updeshaha 1.1.
Very good.
Padam 2.1.
Very good.
Karoti is 1.1. Pratham Purush
Very good.
Ekvachan.
Upadeshaha padam na karoti. Okay, that's the basic sentence. So in my mind, which is already polluted or which is disturbed because of the words of my stepmother, your advice does not make any place. That means to say, whatever you say, I'm not ready to hear it. So that is what the BaalakaH DhruvaH is trying to tell. Mama nishchayaha dridhaha. My sankalpa or my nishtaya, my determination is very strong that I have to go and do penance. So that is his strong will, that of Dhruva. Okay, though he was just 5 years old, he had that strong determination to do the penance. Mama nishchayaha dridhaha. Okay, dridha is an adjective to nishchaya. Nishchaya means the determination. Dridha is strong. Okay. Ataha mam anugrihya. Mam Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam. Anugrihya.
11th.
Having blessed me. Okay. So bless me. This is a Lebantavyayam. Anugrihya. Anu upasarga sahita. Okay. Tapo margam upadishatu bhavan. Tapo margam upadishatu. There is no sandhi here. Tapo margam upadishatu. Upadishatu is lot lakara prathama purusha ekavachanam. So he is actually trying to that is BaalakaH DhruvaH is asking, he's requesting him to guide him in this path. Okay, tapo margam is tapasaha margam, which is basically in the journey of this penance. How should I do the penance? He's asking him the question, how should I do? Whom should I pray? Where should I pray? What should I eat while praying, etc. Like he's asking all the details of how to practice this. So since we are using bhavat shabda here, so this has become upadishatu. Okay. Otherwise, it would have been tvam upadisha. Whenever we use madhyama purusha, that is tvam yushma shabda, it will become madhyama purusha. So bhavan is again prathama vibhakti ekavachan. Ataha, because hence, mam anugrihya, by blessing me, please show me this path of doing penance. Advise me the way to do this penance. That's what BaalakaH DhruvaH is telling to Narada. Okay, Dhanyavadaha Nikunj Mahodaya. Gayatri Bhagini, please read the next sentences.
Yes, sir. Naradaha manasa tamabhinandan avadat. Bala gaccha madhuvanam yatra nityam sannihitaha harihi. Tatraiva bhagavanta maradhaya achirat saha te abhishtam pradasyati.
Uttamam. Shankarpuram Shri Priya Bhagini, please join the discussion. Dhanyavadaha Gayatri Bhagini. Charu and Shri Priya Bhagini participate in the discussion. Manasa tam abhinandan avadat. Manasa, can you identify the vibhakti and vachanas?
3.1.
Very good. Tritiya vibhakti ekavachanam. Tam nama balakam dhruvam abhinandan. So tam is Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam. Abhinandan is basically the prathama vibhakti ekavachanam of and it is a present continuous, congratulating him in his mind or praising him in his mind. That's the meaning of it. Avadata. So he spoke. Narada speaks in this way. It's lang lakara prathama purusha ekavachan. He bala gaccha madhuvanam yatra nityam sannihitaha harihi. He bala, which vibhakti?
Sambodhana prathama.
Very good. Sambodhana prathama vibhakti. Gaccha madhuvanam. Gaccha. Which
2.1.
So 2.1. Yes.
Very good. Which lakara?
Lot lakara.
Lot lakara. Very good. Lot lakara madhyama purusha ekavachanam. Madhuvanam gaccha. Madhuvanam, the name of the vana is called Madhu. Okay, Madhuvanam gaccha. So this Dvitiya bhakti ekavachanam. Yatra nityam sannihitaha harihi. Yatra harihi nityam sannihitaha. Where, in which place? In Madhuvana, nityam is always. Okay, nityam is an avyaya. In this way we can consider it's an avyaya, always. Harihi sannihitaha. Harihi is Narayanaha, is always stationed in this place called Madhuvana. Sannihitaha is always present, is always stationed. That is the meaning of this word. Okay. Sannihitaha is again Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Harihi is also Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Next. Tatraiva. Any sandhi?
Tatra plus eva.
Very good. Which sandhi?
Purva. Vriddhi sandhi.
Yes, it is Vriddhi sandhi. Tatra eva tatraiva. Aikara is there. It is Vriddhi sandhi. Bhagavantam aradhaya. Bhagavantam is Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Aradhaya. Can you identify? Similar to Gacha, Aradhaya.
1.1. Lot lakara.
No, it is Madhyama Purusha. 2.1. Lot lakaraha Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Okay. Aradhaya. Next. Achirat saha te abhishtam pradasyati. Pradasyati. So again here it is Lit lakaraha. He shall give you whatever you desire. Okay. Pradasyati. So this is Lot lakara Madhyam Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Because Harihi saha pradasyati. Abhishtam. Abhishtam, whatever you desire. Madhyama Purusha, sorry, Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Achirat. Can you identify what kind of a word this is? Okay. So Achirat is basically, though it may sound like Panchami Bhakti Ekavachanam, that kind of a word is also there. Chiram is word is there. We can make use of that. But here Achirat is an indeclinable. It is an avyaya which says that without any delay, immediately, something like that. That is the meaning of this word Achirat. Immediately he shall give you whatever you desire. So that is the meaning of this word Achirat. Achirat is immediately. Chirat means after a long time. Chiranjeevi, if you have heard the word Chiranjeevi, means a person who lives for a long time. His Chiranjeevi. Okay, Chiram means always long. And then Achiram means opposite of that, which is short or which is immediately without any delay. Okay, we'll proceed further. Shri Priya Bhagini, please read out.
DhruvaH tapaha kartum arabhat. Shat masaha vyatitaha. Vyatitaha. Balasya katina tapaso bhitaha devaha harim upagachan. Te tam tapasa nivartayatum harim prartayanta.
Uttamam. Aruna Bhagini, please join the discussion. DhruvaH tapaha kartum arabhata. Tapaha kartum. So here it is Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Kartum arabhata. Arabhata is lang lakaraha prathama purusha ekavachanam of atmanepadi dhatu. Okay, arabhata. Shat masaha vyatitaha. Shat masaha, 6 months. Masaha, months. Masaha is a month. Masaha is prathama bhakti bahuvachan. Vyatitaha. Vyatitaha means elapsed or passed away. So 6 months were passed. Okay, Vyatitaha is again, it's an adjective to Masaha. It is Prathama Bhakti Bahuvachanam. Balasya Kathinat Tapasaha Bhitaha Devaha Harim Upagachan. Okay, here there's no sandhi. Harim Upagachan. Ke Upagachan. Devaha Upagachan.
Devaha.
Kimartham Upagachan.
Tapasa. Katina Tapasa.
Bhitaha.
Kathinat Tapasaha Bhitaha. Bhitaha. Bhitaha being afraid. Okay. Bhitaha means he is afraid of something. Bhitaha Devaha. So it's an adjective to Devaha. It's in Prathama Bhakti Bahuvachanam. Bhitaha is also Prathama Bhakti Bahuvachanam. Why are they afraid of? Or what are they afraid of? They are afraid of this severe penance.
Balasya kathinat tapasah.
Yes. Very good. Tapasaha. Okay, this is tapasaha. Okay, there's a visarga sandhi. So whenever we say there is a fear or something like that, whenever we say a person is afraid of something, the corresponding words will be in Panchami Vibhakti. Vyagrat bhayam, Vyagrat bhitaha, Chorat bhitaha, etc. Okay, that will be in Panchami Vibhakti. So Katinat tapasaha is Panchami Vibhakti ekavachanam. Okay, because of this severe penance, due to the severe penance, the Devaha, all the gods were afraid. Oh, Indra was afraid that okay, Dhruva might ask my position. So then Hari, being pleased, he will offer that, and I will be nowhere. So in this way, all the gods were very much afraid. So what will they do? Harim upagachan. They go near Hari. Harim as Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. They approached Hari. Upa upasarga sahita gam dhatu lang lakaraha. So this is prathama purusha bahuvachanam. Te upagachan. Te, that is devaha. Te nama devaha. Prathama bhakti bahuvachanam. Tam is basically balakam. Tam balakam dhruvam. Okay, tam refers to balaka. Tapasa nivartayitum harim prarthayanta. They prayed to Hari to so that he can stop this or he can ask this balaka Dhruva to stop doing this meditation or doing this penance. Okay, tapasa is Tritiya Bhakti ekavachanam. Nivartayitum, to stop or to withdraw or something like that. That is the meaning of that. So this is tumananta vyayam. Okay, harim prarthayanta. Harim Dvitiya Bhakti ekavachanam. Prarthayanta. Okay, so this again is langlakara prathama purusha bahuvachanam. Te devaha prarthayanta. Okay, prarthayat so this will be pra upasarga is there. Arthayanta will be the form. Alabhata, similar to that. Okay, we shall proceed further. Dhanyavadaha Shri Priya Bhagini. Aruna Bhagini, please read the next sentences.
भगवान् विष्णुः बालस्य पुरतः अविरभवत् तं प्राणिना अस्पृशत च ध्रुवस्तदा भगवतः पादयोः निपत्य स्तुतिमकरोत्.
उत्तमम्. Srinivasan Mahodaya, please join the discussion. Bhagavan Vishnuhu balasya puratah avirabhavat tam panina asprishat cha. Okay, avirabhavat and asprishat, both of these are langlakara prathama purusha ekavachanam because it is Bhagavan Vishnuhu. Okay, Bhagavan Vishnuhu is also prathama bhakti ekavachanam. Balasya puratah, balasya shashti bhakti ekavachanam. Puratah in front of, it is an avyaya. Puratah is an avyaya. Tam panina asprishatcha. Tam nama balakam. Okay, dhruvam. Panina asprishat. Panina. Panihi nama hand. So he touched him by the hand because he was so much engrossed in that he did not even realize that Vishnu had come in front of him. Okay. DhruvaH tada. Dhruvas tada is DhruvaH tada. Visarga sandhi is there. Bhagavataha padayoho nipatya. Bhagavataha Shashti Bhakti ekavachanam. Padayoho nipatya, at the feet, at his golden feet, at his lotus feet. So it is Padayoho is Saptami Bhakti Dvivachanam. Shashti Saptami, both of these are possible. At the feet we are using, so we will use it as Saptami Bhakti Dvivachanam. Nipatya, having fallen at the feet of the god. Stutim akarot. Stutim akarot, stotram akarot. Stuti is basically always praise. And also in the other way you can say it as it is
Nipatya. What is Nipatya, sir?
Which one?
Nipatya.
Nipatya is again Lyabanta Vyayam. Ni upasarga sahita pat dhatuhu. Nipatya, having fallen. Yes, Lyabanta Vyayam. Okay. Stutim akarot. Akarot is again langlakara prathama purusha ekavachanam. Stutim nama stotram. Stotram akarot. Shlokan arachayata. So he, in praise of Lord Narayana, he composes a set of verses and he praises him. So that's the meaning of this these sentences. Panina is Tritiya Bhakti ekavachanam, by hand. Okay, with his hand he touched Dhruva. Hope all these words are clear. We shall proceed further. So stutim akarot. Stuti is praise. Okay, tasya stutim karoti. Okay, Bhagavatah stutim karoti. Okay. Dhanyawadaha Aruna Bhagini. Srinivas Mahodaya, please read the Yatha. I will tell. Please repeat after me. This is a shloka, a beautiful shloka, which comes in the Dhruva Charitam of Bhagavatam. Okay. So I've just given you the reference number also here, which is from the 4th skandha and the 9th adhyaya. This shloka is the 6th shloka. It starts with Dhruva Uvacha. So Dhruva says so once Narayana has come in front of him to bless him. Please repeat after me. Yontah pravishya.
Yontah pravishya.
Dvivaram. Please repeat it twice.
Yontah pravishya.
Mama vacha mimam.
Mama vacha mimam prasuptam. Mama vacha mimam prasuptam.
Sanjeevayatyakila shaktidharaha.
Sanjeevayatyas akhila shaktidharaha svadhamna. Sanjeevayatyas akhila dharas svadhamna.
Svadhamna. Okay. Anyamscha.
Anyamscha. Anyamscha.
Hasta charana shravanatvagaadin.
Hasta charana shravanatyagaadin. Hasta charana shravanatvagaadin.
I will tell again. Yes, I will tell again. Hasta charana.
Hasta charana.
Shravanatvagaadin.
Hasta shravanatvagaadin. Hasta shravanatvagaadin.
Pranannamo bhagavate.
Pranannamo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam. Pranannamo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam.
Uttamam. Dhanyawadaha. So let us try to understand this shloka. I will read this shloka once again. Yontah pravishya mama vachamimam prasuptam. Sanjeevayatyakila shaktidharasvadhamna. Anyamscha hastacharana shravanatvagaadin. Pranannamo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam. So it's a very beautiful shloka from Bhagavatam. So if possible, if you have Bhagavata Grantha or online, please try to refer to this particular shloka and the next set of verses, which is called as Dhruva Stuti, which is the set of shlokas that Dhruva composed in praise of Lord Narayana. Okay, so let us try to understand this shloka. We are just over time, but we will try to complete this shloka, and after this there's only one more line and we shall complete it in next 3 to 4 minutes. Please bear with me. Okay, Yontaha, Yaha Antaha. Yaha Antaha, here it is again Pururupa Sandhi is there. Pravishya is Lyabantavyam. Mama Vacham, Mama is Shashti Bhakti Ekavachanam. Vacham, Imam, Imam Vacham. So this is, both of these are Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Prasuptam, Prasuptam is an adjective to Vacham, Vacham basically. So it's again Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Sanjeevayati, Sanjeevayati Akhila Shakti Dharaha. So here Yan Sandhi is there. Sanjeevayati. Jeevayati, Jeevayataha, Jeevayanti, Sanjeevayati. So it's again Latlakara Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Okay. One which will it is like as though all my sense organs are kind of sleeping. Okay. Prasuptam. Suptam means whichever is sleeping. Now Prasuptam is in whichever is in deep sleep. So whenever something is in deep sleep, it takes a lot of effort to bring it back to the life state. So Sanjeevayati. So Shakti Dharaha, this Akhila Shakti Dharaha, one Narayana, the Supreme Lord, who is having all the energy, will ensure that all these organs, whichever are in the deep sleep, will come into action. Okay, Sanjeevayati Akhila Shakti Dharaha Swadhamna, by his presence. Anyamscha, Anyana cha. There's a sandhi here, don't worry. Anyana cha, Anyamscha. Hasta, Charana, Shravana, Tvak, Adin. So which are the other sense organs he is saying about? Hasta, hand, Charana, the legs, Shravana, the ears, Tvak, the skin, Ityadin, and all other sense organs. Okay, so this Dvitiya Bhakti Bahuvachanam. Ityadin, Swadhamna is Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Pranan Namaha Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. Pranan again is Dvitiya Bhakti Bahuvachanam. Pranan Namaha Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. whenever we use namaha, the corresponding words are in chaturthi vibhakti. So this is one of the grammar rules that we have learned. Namaha bhagavate purushaya tubhyam namaha tubhyam. So because Narayana is in front of Dhruva and he touched him and he will make him come back to this life state. So he is saying that, so because you entered in me, you have entered me, I am able to speak. Even this speech also was not there. That's what he's trying to say, and he's trying to praise Narayana, that you are all, and because of you only everything else happens. So all these words are in Chaturthi Vibhakti Ekavachan. Okay, hope that these are the words, various words in this shloka, and you are able to understand the individual words. The meaning overall, if you see, oh my dear Lord, you are all powerful. After entering within me, you have enlivened all my sleeping senses, my hands, legs, ears, touch sensation, life force, and especially my power of speech. Let me offer my respectful obeisance unto you. So let me bow down to you. Namaha Purushaya Tubhyam Namaha. Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Namaha. Okay, who entered in me? Yaha Antaha Pravishya. Mama Vacham Imam Prasuptam. Imam Prasuptam Vacham Sanjivayati. One who has enlivened this sleeping speech. Not just that. Anyanscha Hasta Charana Shravana Tvakadin Prananapi, and also the life. So that's how BaalakaH DhruvaH will pray to Lord Narayana. Hope this shloka is understood. Please practice this. Is a very good shloka that we can actually recite every day, and it will give us very good feeling about how this jiva is actually there and how Bhagavan will facilitate it to work in that manner. Yontah pravishya mama vachamimam prasuptam sanjeevayatyakila shaktidharaswadhamna anyamshcha hastacharana shravanatvagadim pranan namo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam. Okay, with that, santushtaha bhagavan tasya manogatam bhavam vijnaya durlabham dhruvapadam tasmai prayachat. So santushtaha bhagavan, being pleased because of this, santushtaha bhagavan is prathama bhakti ekavachanam. Tasya nama balakasya dhruvasya shashti vibhakti ekavachanam. Manogatam bhavam vijnaya. Manogatam, whatever was there in his mind, okay, he was able to read the mind of BaalakaH Dhruva. Manogatam bhavam is Dvitiya bhakti ekavachanam. Vijnaya, having known, having understood, vijnaya is lyabantavyayam. Durlabham dhruvapadam tasmai prayachat. Durlabham dhruvapadam. So it's again Dvitiya bhakti ekavachanam. Durlabham, this padavi, the dhruva padavi or this status is very difficult to obtain. He will bless him with that kind of dhruva pada. Dhruva means one which is always there. Okay, dhruva means it is always permanent. So dadrisham dhruva padam tasmai prayachat. Tasmai balakaya dhruvaya is Chaturthi Bhakti ekavachanam. Prayachat, pra upasarga sahita yach dhatu, that is dan dhatu yachati. Okay, of that the lang lakara is ayachat. Bhagavan prayachat. Hope all these words are clear, and that is why even today we see the pole star. So Dhruva is referred to the pole star, which is always stationary, which will not move. So that kind of a padavi BaalakaH Dhruva got. Hope it's all clear, and we shall try to summarize this learning. The key lessons that we can actually take from BaalakaH Dhruvaha, apart from the grammatical analysis, etc., is the strong determination that we should have, and achanchala bhaktihi, and it should be also nishkapata. Okay, so in the Bhagavan, in the Lord Supreme, we should have unconditional love, affection, shraddha and bhakti, and with that a dridha sankalpa that we should worship Lord Vishnu. It doesn't matter whether we are young or we are old or whatever. But here is an example of Dhruva, who was just 5 years old, and who did a severe penance and pleased Bhagavan and got the Dhruvapada. So if that is the case, anyone actually can obtain it. So with that learning, to summarize the key characters that come in this story: Uttanapada, the father of Dhruva and Uttama. Uttanapada had two wives, Sunitihi and Suruchihi, and Uttanapada had more affection towards Suruchi, and hence towards her daughter, towards her son, who is Uttama. When he was affectionate towards Uttama, when Dhruva comes in, Suruchi says that you cannot climb your father's lap because you are not my son. And then he goes to Suniti, he conveys all these things, whatever happened, and Suniti says, okay, do not worry, please go and worship the Lord Supreme, who is Narayana or Hari. And determined with this, Dhruva comes out, he comes to the forest to do penance. And Narada intervenes him and asks, why are you doing penance in this young age? You can do it later. Go home now. He will try to send him. But then Dhruva is so much strong-willed that he says, no, I will do this penance. And he says, oh Narada, you be my guru. Please teach me how I should do this penance. So in Bhagavatam, there are a lot of other shlokas that will describe how Narada taught him and how he did the penance. So for a few weeks he was eating the roots, and then he came to fruits, and then he was eating only the leaves, and then after a few more weeks he was just eating or consuming only the air and not eating anything. So that was the severe penance that Dhruva did. And after 6 months, Lord Narayana was pleased, and he came and he gave him the Dhruva Padavi. So this is a very beautiful context that we can see in Bhagavatam. I request you all to please go through this complete story and read the verses from Bhagavatam and try to understand it, and try to understand the beauty of Sanskritam and these prayers. So with that, we shall conclude today's class. We are already over time. Shimitam for the delay. This was a bit bigger lesson, and there are a lot of grammar points that we wanted to understand from this.